I know so many of you at home have so many concerns about what was going up into the air and how it could impact you, your health, and the environment out here. Today there was a press conference. I asked the EPA, members of Vistra Energy, and the county about your concerns. 4 fires here since 2019, since it's opened. We talk about a thorough investigation. We talk about trying to figure out what happened and not putting this power plant back online until that investigation is complete. But what about the past 3 fires? Why wasn't that done then? A lot of people want to know, and a lot of people don't have a lot of faith that this thing comes back online, that it's not going to do the same thing again for a 5th time.
Fair question. Thank you for your question. First of all, let me say that Vistra is focused on safety as a priority. We are focused along with the county, state, US EPA, all the agencies that we are collaborating and cooperating with right now for the site right now, and to get this fire out, and then we will begin to investigate what happened here and find out what the root cause is, and maintain safety. And may I say as well that we're very aware of the impact this has made on the people in the community and the inconveniences of traffic and so forth. And for that, we apologize. We're sorry, and we're going to do business the right way and make good on this to make sure that everything is done to do all we can humanly and technically possible that it doesn't happen again. Now, to your question, there were 2 other incidents or events at Vistra which had to do with really operational issues or overheating of batteries because water got on those batteries, 21 and in 2022. At that time, those projects were brought down for quite a long time, months. We went in, investigated, learned what the causes were. In some cases had to do redesign, reconfigure equipment, and months went by, and we lived up to our commitment that we would share all that information on what the root cause was and what we did to correct it, to put the projects back online. And that is what we did. Those reports still exist on our website. They're available to the public. We shared them with everybody, Chief Mendoza, other agencies as well, so everybody knew about that. So the other part of your question is the concern that this could happen again. What we will do here, when the time is right after this fire is out, we'll go back in and we'll go through the same very methodical, exacting investigation to find out what happened. We want to learn what happened. We share those conclusions so that not only can other companies and academics and researchers know about this, but manufacturers as well, to learn how we can improve the equipment, the processes, and everything that goes into this technology and this renewable energy that Californians want and deserve. So we will go through that same process again, and we will put the best technology and the best human minds to work to make sure that we can get the highest probability it won't happen again.
Can you guarantee it won't happen again?
I guarantee we will do all we can, as I said, humanly possible and with technology, for a high probability it will not happen again. You know, when you look at technology, everything that we have, the phones we all use, cars we drive, the renewable energy that we are depending on here in California to try to transform the grid to more renewable energy, the benefits outweigh the risks in so many ways, but they're not perfect.
I think a lot of people would say that's completely false. Those benefits wouldn't outweigh the risks, especially when you have toxic chemicals going up in the air. People are concerned about their health, right? They're concerned about these particulates coming back down to the ground, possibly getting to the drinking water. How do you want to address that? What do you want to tell those people?
Well, we are addressing now just the way we are. We are doing this safely and methodically and making sure, first of all, everybody is safe. Now we have gone back and doing our part, cooperating with agencies. We've brought in our own independent third-party consultant that's an expert nationally in doing air quality analysis for these kinds of events to assure that the air is below whatever the standards are that could harm health or the environment. and we're making that information available.
We're talking about hydrogen fluoride here, which can be highly toxic for drinking water. Will that be something that you will be looking at into the future in testing the drinking water here? Because I know that a lot of folks in this area are concerned about that.
Hydrogen fluoride is extremely toxic, as you mentioned. It's actually a very toxic inhalation hazard because it's an acidic gas. We did some plume modeling early in this response to show where that hydrogen fluoride plume may have been.
Will you be testing the water?
Not at this time, because at this time that is not an immediate risk to the public.
So HF is usually one of the first toxins or gases released during a fire such as this with batteries. So because the air monitoring didn't come in until later that evening, is there a concern over initial exposure with those gases when the fire first broke out?
To the community?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great question. Of course, I can't speak to what occurred when we were not doing monitoring data. However, as I mentioned earlier, we did do plume modeling. We started that plume modeling from the moment of the incident, not from the moment that we arrived. And so, like I said, the hydrogen fluoride plume that we saw coming off of that was really on the facility, not extending into the community.
What are the benefits of continuing this operation here for the county? Is it a monetary benefit? Would it be more beneficial to move this thing out of the county to a safer location? What are the benefits to keeping it here for the county in the future?
I think those benefits need to be weighed with the risks at this point, and I'm not in this position right now. Not in this position right now to go through and want to weigh what the benefits and the risks and exactly where they are. Obviously, getting out of this is the first thing. I am concerned about the long term. I made that publicly very clear that I want to see some steps taken that are going to ensure safety, and in terms of getting it out of the county or anything like that. As I say, a lot of this is out of our hands. This is going to be that'd be a private decision. It's going to be a state decision. All we really have control is right here and what's going on right here. And I just want to make sure everything is safe. I think the biggest concern with this is right now is I realize government regulations, the private efforts are all, I think, in good faith, but this technology, I understand this technology outruns our process to truly understand how to control it has become really apparent with 4 fires in 5 years.
Does the county make money off this facility?
As it does with taxes on anything, and makes money off of your house too.
Assemblywoman Addis wants to add on to that briefly.
And I'm sorry I didn't get your name. Can you?
Scott Rates with KIO.
No, you're asking really important questions. What are the benefits? What are the drawbacks? Is it worth it? Why wasn't there an investigation before? Supervisor Church and I were elected in 22, sworn into office, started in 2023. Neither of us were here for those past situations. And so one of the reasons you're hearing from us right now that we need a full investigation, that we need to pause operations, is that we are here now. And we do want to do the right thing for communities, and it's why we're working hand in glove, and it's why we've come out so strong on this. And what I've been saying all along is we need safe, not safer. We need guarantees. We need to know the community is safe. We need to know that we're not going to have so many questions around what is the air quality, what is the water quality, how did this happen, and not be able to come to the table, number one, with answers and accountability right here, right now, but also with preventative mechanisms going into the future to make sure that when we say to a community, we are working on climate solutions, that we are not also saying we're doing that, but it's on your back. It's on the back of your health and safety that we have climate solutions. And so I think these are the questions that we have to grapple with right now is, first and foremost is safety, and our first responders, I have to say, have done a phenomenal job, and the public has listened. They've stayed away, they've given time to first responders. understanding what has happened, I've been asking for 2.5 days now. How did this happen when you told us not that this was okay technology, when you told us this was state-of-the-art technology? How did something like this happen? We have to get to the bottom of that, and we have to get to the bottom of that quickly. Next step is accountability. And it's not just about money. It's not just about handing out money to the community. It's about making sure that people are accountable when they tell us something is something, that it is that thing. And then it's moving into prevention so that when we have these kinds of climate important projects, and they are important for the climate, that we're making a guarantee that we believe in and that we stand behind. And so, Scott, I just want to appreciate those questions. We're getting those questions in our office, and I will reiterate for the general public that we are here to serve and that we're here to work with the county to go down, whatever road we need to go down to get these kinds of answers and these kinds of guarantees.
Can you guarantee it won't happen again?
I guarantee we will do all we can, as I said, humanly possible and with technology. For a high probability, it will not happen again.
And I can tell you, I did check. I'm told that 80% of the building here has been destroyed. There's still that 20%, though, that could have batteries that have not gone up in flames yet. The smoke has gone down for now, but they say that it still could flare back up. They will be keeping an eye on it. Reporting in Moss Landing, Scott Rates, KION News.